this video we're going to run through the stretches and the cool down that you want to do before and after you do some exercise. And keep in mind that these little stretches are actually quite a good little workout on their own. If you don't do anything else, just do the stretches. They're quite helpful. So here we go. Start by standing up nice and straight. Don't be stiff, but nice and erect. Shoulders sort of relaxed and back. Your chin nice and level. Looking straight ahead. You don't want to be looking up or looking down. You want to be straight ahead. And your neck as straight as your neck can get. Okay, so to begin, we separate our feet about shoulder width apart, but basically whatever is a comfortable and stable position that you feel all right to be in. And also don't forget, if you need to, you can do these sitting down. So if you're feeling a bit wobbly, just sit down for them. So to begin, we start at the neck and we work our way down. So here we go. First exercise, let your wrists drift up and follow your fingertips with your eyes. And then at about chin height, your fingers approach your throat and your neck goes backwards. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down, goes straight backwards. You'll feel a nice pull at the back of your neck. And 2. And 3. Next one is also for the neck. Bring both hands up. Let one hand come down to your hip. And the other hand moves not very far, just a short distance, and your eyes follow your fingers. Swap. Do the other side, just a short distance. Swap. This time, move your hand a little further. You travel a little more distance, but not as far as you could turn. On the last pass, you turn as far as you can. As far as you comfortably can. Don't ever twist your neck to the point where it hurts. Don't ever do that. Stay within a comfort zone stretch. Don't hurt yourself. And then comes our shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3. 3 back the other way. 1, 2, 3. And the shoulder shrug. Imagine you've got this huge marshmallow in front of you. You run your hands around to the top of it and then you squash it flat. And you'll feel your shoulders come down and then your shoulders come up as you lift. Shoulders come down, and a third time. The next 2 are for the back. So make sure you're as straight as you can be. Some of us will be straighter than others, but you just be as straight as you can be. So here's the first back exercise. Both hands come up. One comes down to the hip, and the other hand moves up, stretching the spine as it goes. One hand is tugging you down from the tailbone, and the other is tugging you up the top of your head. Make sure you don't straighten your arm. In Tai Chi, we never do anything with completely straight locked limbs, either arms or legs, so keep that little bend in your arm. For the next one, sideways turning for the spine, imagine you've got a ball here, magic Tai Chi ball, right? And one hand is above, one hand's below, and you can actually rotate this ball like this. And here's an important note, when you're rotating the ball, the tendency is for one shoulder to huck up when you're turning. Make sure you don't do that. Make sure that your shoulders are not involved in this, that it's just the elbows and the hands moving. So, with one hand above and one hand below, you move in the direction of the top hand. So with my top hand is here, we move like this, rotate the ball, and move back again. Make sure that the only part of you that's twisting is your torso. Don't let it get down to the point where your knees are moving, because twisting your knees sideways is never a good idea at any time. It's just your torso and your back that is twisting here. Loosen up knots in the muscles and tightness in the back, and then back to the hands at the side. And moving on further down the body into the hip area. The first exercise for the hips is your hands a little bit behind you. Tap your heel, swing, tap the side of your foot behind, and keep your leg that's taking your weight, keep it nice and solid. Don't bob up and down. Keep yourself as stable as you can. And then the other side, same thing. Three or so of those. Then the next one is pushing on the door. Imagine that you've got a door here and you're pushing on it, and somebody on the other side is pushing back. You don't want them to open that door, so you brace your leg and you push on that door. Other side, same thing. Push. And second time. And the third time. There. Now working on further down the body. Make a couple of light fists, not that kind of fist, light fists. And with your hands at your side, at about your waist height or so, the first thing is the stepping forward. You pick up one foot and you make a small heel-toe step forward, and then slide your hips forward over that knee and punch with the opposite fist. Again, don't straighten your arm out completely. Other side, small heel-toe step, slide forward and punch. I'll do the next one sideways because we've got to point out things that are important to remember. Small heel-toe step, and when you slide forward, keep your back straight. See how my back is straight? I'm vertical from the top of my head all the way down through my hips. This is what it looks like if you do it wrong. You see I'm leaning forward? Don't do that, bad for your back. Do it heel toe, gentle slide forward, nice straight back, and a third time. And the next one has the fists in the same place. This time we make just a step forward, a little high show pony step like this, and punch with the opposite fist. 2, now I'm going to continue with this one for a minute, just for the benefit of beginners. You start this exercise with just that tap, but as you progress and as your balance improves, you can start, instead of tapping, you can lift your toe like this. And when you get to be reasonably proficient, you can do it like this. And as a reminder to everybody who thinks they worry about the fact that when they do this kind of thing they wobble, that wobbling is good. Wobbling is your balance sensors developing, working and growing. So you never make progress in balance work unless you do some wobbling along the road. Wobbling is a sign that your body is trying its best to learn. So encourage wobbling. Don't be upset or embarrassed about wobbling. It's good. Right, nearly done. Down to the ankles. Hands on your lower abdomen and the dantian area. Ladies, right hand comes down first, then the left. Gentlemen, it's the other way around. And then we do heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And last ways, the sideways tap. So, that's before you do a workout. And after your workout, there's a little bit of a cool down that you should do as well. One is, when we do Tai Chi sort of work, we've got our legs bent a lot, which puts a lot of strain on our thighs. Our thigh muscles are working hard and becoming stronger when we do it. But they can become stiff too. So after you're finished, give your thighs a little bit of a punch. It breaks up the acid that accumulates in muscles during exercise and reduces the likelihood of you getting sore joints and stiff the next day. So do that. And then just make sure everything's nice and loose, and then try tighten and relax, tighten and relax. And a couple of nice deep breaths. And on the subject of deep breaths, don't forget our Tai Chi breathing exercises. We'll just go through that now because these breathing exercises are great for relaxing, for de-stressing. They can actually lower your heart rate, increase the oxygen level in your blood, and altogether a wonderful de-stressor. So that's how this works. Breathing, not just with the top part of your lungs, but breathing all the way down into your tummy so that your diaphragm comes down. Breathe so that your tummy pops out when you breathe. And go like this. Breathe in, out. In, out. In, out. When you're in, your hands are about the width of your head apart. When you're out, your hands are about shoulder width apart. You can do this standing up, sitting down, lying in bed. Anywhere you are, you can do this one, and it's a wonderful, relaxing, stress reduction exercise. And that's about it. Don't forget to do these regularly, and do them before and after you do a workout, or even just, if you just want to do a short thing, just make that your workout. So that's warming up and stretching and cool down. See you in the next video, which will be the run through of the Lotus Qigong.